officially the winner of the Father's Day 5K. Number 2, Lars Hodney of Stratford. And number 508, Peter Sykes, last year's winner, coming in third. There's your top 3. Tyler Sheedy of Dover, Lars Hodney of Stratford, and Peter Sykes of Dover. Sammy Refi of Arlington, Massachusetts, joining us on Father's Day 2024. And number 4 in the Father's Day 5K. And we're waiting to see our final top 5 finisher. And here they come rounding the band of Homeward Sweet. Just over 18 minutes. A sprint to the finish for number 499. Give it up for John Shakinsky of Rochester. Just under 18 minutes and 30 seconds. There's your top 5. Tyler Sheedy, Lars Hodney, Peter Sykes, Sammy Rithier, and John Shatinsky are top 5 of the Father's Day 5K. Tom Boris of Dover making his way to the finish line just at 19 minutes and 19 minutes. Colin of Dover making his way to the finish line, 19 minutes and 16 seconds. Ryan Moyer of Dover crossing the finish line under the big red runner's alley arch. Elite runners coming down. Number 466, give it up for Christopher Raymond of Stratford, New Hampshire. Our big number 3528, Luke Gidwittle of Dover. And number 118, Harper Archeo of Dover. Number 547, making his way to the finish line, Jackson Tudor of Dover. Thanks for participating in the Father's Day 5K, all the great runners. Stratum. Tyler Moyer of South Florida crossing the finish line. Number 2 female finisher. Chris Niedenbauer of Dover.
21-25.
Runners including Nick Cooper of Lower Mass and number 3588, give up for Dante Fontani of Durham. Number 3593 making his way to the finish line, Anthony Balaguer of Portsmouth. And number 3584, give it up. Number 283 coming to the finish line, Lauren Boudreau of Springvale, Maine. Michael Thompson of Wallingford, followed by Tara Mack of Dover, finishing the Father's Day 5K. Of Barrington. We're coming up to 23 minutes into the race. 23 minutes into the race. Aaron Gilday of Dover finishing the finish line, followed by 595. Give it up. Evangeline Alexander of Dover. Tessa Millette of Barrington, Jim Dude of Dover, crossing the finish line. Number 128, give it up for Ben Baker of Rochester. Here comes Laura Toll of Dover. And Eric Sessler of Dover, making his way to the finish line. Peter Driscoll of Dover, crossing the finish line about 23 minutes. Doug Niehoff of Dover. Number 341, Scott Covey of Farrington. And number 427, Michael O'Brien of Rollinsford. Zach Baker of Rochester crossing the finish line. Sprinting the finish for 431, Tony Lopinitsky of Dover. Over crossing the finish line. Just under 24 minutes and 30 seconds. A good run for Emily Duke of Dover crossing the finish line.
Go! Give it a spin! Yeah! Woo!
Brady and Eric Paul of New Durham. Dover crossing the finish line. The Father's Day 5K. Thanks to all the runners for participating today. Including Christina Quinlan of Greenland. Crossing the finish line in just under 25 minutes. Rick Coleman of Rochester. John Turner of Dover. Theo Sawyer of Dover. Heather Stover of Rochester. Cesar Jaraski of Dover crossing the finish line, followed by number 367, Stephen Fallon of Lebanon, Maine. Here comes Julia Mortician of Exeter. Number 324, Donnelly Hutchins of Rochester. Number 313, John Hammond of Wolfboro. David Trevelyangian of Dover crossing the finish line. Thank you very much for being here.
How do you know?
Here comes Greg Bird of Dover, followed by number 357. Give it up for Hayden Westman of Rochester. Gilbert Ludell of Dover. Sarah DeSaris of Dover crossing the finish line. Tiffany and Landon Paul of New Durham. Number 596, Washington goes for Alan Bernal of Brookswood joining us. Here comes Mark Gilday of Dover.
The baby's like, whee!
Lee Alexander of Dover crossing the finish line, followed by big number 530, Kevin Stewart of Dover. Lewis Chiaro of Portsmouth. Here we have our Granite State Racing Truck. You see Chris, Stephanie Webster. You need to come to the racetrack and see Chris, Stephanie Webster. Richard Johnson of Dover crossing the finish line. Here comes Michael Holland of Dover. Sam Kadari of Milton. Chris Druge of Rochester crossing the finish line, just over 28 minutes. It's a good run for Kirsten Levesque of Lewiston, Maine. Followed by Sarah LaPierre of Dover. And Lindsay Toll of Dover. Number 238, Alex Dunlap of Bedford, New Hampshire. Number 147, given up for Paul Baldock of Dover, crossing the finish line. Here comes David Auden of Concord. And Marina Kudari of Milton. David Landry of Dover crossing the finish line. Followed by Packer runners led by Tiffany Proto of Lebanon. Number 396, Derek Miles of Dover. Brian Stagger of Dover crossing the finish line. Followed by pit number 349, Brian LaPierre of Dover. Jeff Jones of Dover, Brian Woodward of Dover crossing the finish line. Sam Sheldon of Boston, if you are here on the campus of Margaritas at Homewoods, Sam Sheldon, we need you to see the timing truck. Chris at the timing truck, Granite State Racing Services. We need you to join us at the timing truck. All right, we got a pack of runners coming in, led by number 311, Keith Hamer of Dover. Ryan Wigmore of Dover. Here comes David Smith of Rochester. Number 120, given up for Michael Ashcroft of Somersworth. Terry Druge of Rochester, followed by 124, Catherine Bailey of Portland, Maine, joining us today. Christian Black of Stratford, Emily Hahn of Dover.
Look at that. Hold on, your time is essentially even. Maybe 1 second behind.
All right, the top 3 men and the top 3 women, your awards are ready at the prize desk. The overall top 3 men and the top 3 women. It is official, and you can pick up your awards at the prize desk here at the parking lot at Margaritas. The top 3 men overall and the top 3 women overall. All right, we're coming up to 31 minutes in the race. 31 minutes in the race.
Yeah, it's
Nicole Reynolds leading the pack of runners. Richard Driscoll of Dover crossing the finish line. Number 474, Brendan Rivard of Rochester. Riley Powers of Dover, number 285, making his way. 11-year-old Benjamin Gelinas of Rochester. Fanny Lumpies. Sally Gallagher of Dover crossing the finish line at 31:49. 31:49. Catherine Natishan of Exeter. Vlad Mujakovic of Epping. Christine Vash Sean of Rochester, followed by bid number 413, Brendan Murphy of Lee. Longtime Seacoast runner Lois Kinston of Summersworth making her way to the finish line. Here comes Mike Z of Newmarket. 8-year-old Noah Coffin of Dover. Lynn Clement of Dover crossing the finish line. Bridget Kemp Marquez of Cleveland, Ohio. 12-year-old Benjamin Price of Dover joining us, followed by bid number 175, making it to the finish line, Denise Campagno of Dover.
Two seconds. That doesn't even add up. It's 10 seconds. That should be 3.1.
Edward Jones of Dover. Emily O'Neill of Farmington.
I did good. I could have done it a lot worse.
Dorna Hamer of Dover.
The problem was that I was in car with the guys on the way there, and I had to use the so minus 15 seconds. There you go. There it is. I mean, also the one thing I should say, that's all I can't do. Yeah, I had a peanut butter. That's fine. But I'll put it like I said, minus 10 seconds. I did that.
Ellie Fansler of Dover crossing the finish line. Summer Raymond of Stratford. Chad McGann of Stratford. Alex Stevenson of Portsmouth crossing the finish line. Matteo Scavone of Milton. Mason Levesque crossing the finish line. Patricia Zahn of Brentwood. Luca and Andrew Ferrioli of Madbury. Clara Kuhn of Durham crossing the finish line. Here comes Anna Cooper. Matthew Bako of Somersworth. Kevin Monahan of Somersworth crossing the finish line. Followed by a pack of runners, Nicole Hall of Rochester. Ali Seiss of Dover crossing the finish line, just over 36. Jackie Scott Key. Stephanie Sharp of Middleton making her way to the finish line. Chris LeClaire of Acton, Maine. Katie Sheldon of Berwick crossing the finish line. Just under 37 minutes. Here comes Melinda Hanna of Somersworth. Michelle Lee, Somerville, Massachusetts, crossing the finish line, followed by Abby Shee of Dover. We're just over 37 minutes into the race. Aurora Parmelo. And Henry Fansler of Dover crossing the finish line. Jason Greeley of Seabrook. 37 minutes and 37 seconds into the race. Aurora Gavoni. Christy Holtz of Farmington. Colleen Connolly of Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Kelly White of Kittery. Sarah Robinson of Stratford making her way to the finish line of the Father's Day 5K. Maureen Ferrioli of Madbury. Chris Oswald of Rochester making his way to the finish line. Kristen Ferrioli of Madbury. Sanjay Kaderia of Merrimack, New Hampshire. Adam and Cadence Pullen of Milton. Sherry Brown of Somersworth making her way to the finish line. Thank you, Sherry. Kimberly Shawn of Somersworth crossing the finish line. Thanks for running today. Followed by Kristen Engel of Somersworth. Thank you, Kristen. Grayson Angle of North Berwick. Richard Perot of Dover. Thank you, Richard. Lenora Brooks of Dover crossing the finish line right now. Thank you, Lenora, for running today. From Beverly, Massachusetts, Jennifer Collins crossing the finish line, just over 40 minutes. Beverly Carter of Lebanon, Maine. Thank you, Beverly. Rachel Kirby of Fremont. Stephanie Stagger of Dover and Jill Millett of Berwick, Maine crossing the finish line. A jog to the finish for Claire Campano of Dover and Jane Dugas of Dover. Regina and Scott Norris of Dover, thank you guys. Josh Bouchard of Barrington crossing the finish line. Elizabeth Baker. And Ryan Greeley of Seabrook making his way. We got a pack of runners coming down the finish line. Claudia Zuak of Dover.
Oh my God.
Ashley Mancusi of Raymond. Carrie Greeley of Seabrook.
Oh yeah.
Michelle Leclerc, one of our many walkers today. Hey, Kimberly.
Oh, well, maybe there's two. Well, take out, we have all the classes.
Kevin Callum of Berwick, Maine. Laurel Winners of Manchester, thank you for running today. We appreciate it. Charlie Levesque making her way to the finish line. And we're coming up to 45 minutes of the Father's Day 5K. The fundraiser for Greater Seacoast Community Health, a network of health centers that includes Goodwin Community Health in Somersworth and Families First Health and Support Center in Portsmouth. Once again, this is another race in the Dover Race Series, all brought to you by Mass General Brigham Wentworth Douglas Hospital. We thank them for their community support. Mary Landry of Dover crossing the finish line. One of our many walkers, Kelly from Rochester. Thank you, Kelly. Michelle Emery of Lebanon, Maine, making her way to the finish line. Just under 46 minutes. Audrey Donovan of Exeter. Here comes Joan Erin de Benedetto of Exeter. I think I got that name right, I'm not sure. Another pack of runners led by Julia Furlong of Hampton. Amy Seagroves of Salem, New Hampshire, crossing the finish line. Final few yards for Jean Torsaminas of Dover. You probably got that one wrong. You don't have to nod your head. You don't have to agree with me. All right, Jerry Baker of Milton Mills making his way to the finish line. Here comes Bodie Pay of Dover. Katie Bushy of Rochester. Lance Stender of Dover crossing the finish line. Jason and Isabel Carter of Lee. There they go. Just under 48 minutes into the race. From Somersworth, making his way to the finish line, longtime Seacoast runner. Give it up for Roger Princess. Thank you, Roger. Sarah Stender of Dover making her way to the finish line, just under 48 minutes into the race. Lori Poirier of Dover making her way to the finish line. We got a pack of walkers coming now. We thank the walkers for being a part of this, including Jen and Jordan Fansler of Dover. Thank you for participating today. Amy Brandon of Amesbury, Massachusetts, making her way to the finish line. Erin Morse of Newmarket, thank you. Here comes Patty Thorfith of Farmington. Frank Engel of North Berwick. Adam Gavoni of Milton. Morton of Portsmouth making her way to the finish line. Scalaro of Portsmouth making his way to the finish line, just under 52 minutes into the race. Elizabeth Northey of Greenland, one of our many walkers today. Jordan Furioli of Barrington.
Like a roof on fire. We go drink drinks and take shots until we fall out. Like a roof on fire. Never be dip a booty like a take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire. I'm gonna try it all.
first of our many walkers here today. We thank them for being a part of it.
Walk this way.
Bunch of walkers led by Joyce Hillsgrove of Rochester. Thank you, Joyce. Corinne George of Lee and Linda Kahn of Lee. Fireball.
This time I got you.
Lily Engel of Berwick, Maine. John Doan of Dover. Thank you, John. Robin Robinson of Rye joining us this morning. Thank you all.
And walk this way.
Simon making her way to the finish line. Just over 55 minutes. Elizabeth Nanda of Dover. Samantha Arnold of Dover crossing the finish line. Thank you, Sam. to so many of our walkers, including David Williams of Wolfboro joining us today, crossing the finish line. Thank you, David. And Donna Batans of Durham. Make sure you get hydrated. Make sure you get water at the end of the finish line. We're just over 59 minutes into the race. 59 minutes into the race. We got a bunch of walkers coming down the finish line. Including my friend Rosamond Mason. Yeah! She is at almost every race in the Seacoast walking. Thank you, Rosamond.
kept it going till the sun fell down. You kept it going.